What I have learned in all that time is something very simple. I like all of you. Not some of you, not what you are on a good day, not what you are on a bad day. I like all of you. Every part, the part that is acceptable in polite company and the part that isn't, the part you lead with and the part you hide in the car, the grief and the hunger and the questions you stopped asking out loud because the room got uncomfortable. All of it. I find it generally interesting and think it deserves room. Gotta grab my eyes. And I think you need a hug. Not as a metaphor, as an actual orientation toward human beings that says, you are not too much. You are not the wrong amount of emotional or spiritual or physical or intellectual. You are the whole person, and the problem is not you. The problem is every system that was built to receive a fraction of who you are and called that fraction enough. We built institutions for the convenient parts of human beings and then expressed confusion at what the inconvenient parts did when they had nowhere to go. That is what I'm running to change. Not manage, change. You can find me at harris4senate.com, or you can subscribe to my Substack for free, Substack/Tim Harris. So, you like comic books? Most of us do. We've peeked at them, and some people collect them. Superman said it so simply that a child could understand it. Truth, justice, and the American way. And we put it in the comics and the cartoons, and we handed it out to our kids and said, this is what we stand for. This is the thing. And somewhere between the cartoon and the Capitol building, those three words became aspirational rather than operational. Became something that we say rather than something that we mean. Because if we meant truth, we would tell it even when it was inconvenient for the people hearing it or the ones telling it. If we meant justice, we would pursue it even when it implicated the people administering it. And if we meant American way, the actual original proposition that you can be who you are, when you are, where you are, and build a life on that foundation, then we would build institutions that made room for the whole person, not the approved fraction, not the professionally appropriate version, the whole wonderful, awful, chaotic, fantastic you. What we have instead is a society where being fully yourself is treated as a luxury, something you do at home if you're lucky, in private, if you're careful, and never anywhere that matters if you want to keep your job, your standing, or your peace. Your children are learning that right now. Isn't that wonderful? They're learning how to fit in the box that you don't want to be in. In a note from a teacher, in a culture of every room they walk into that has a dress code for which parts of them are welcome. I'm going to Congress, the Senate, and I'm going to be entirely myself when I get there. That is not a threat. It's just who I am. And it's not a performance. It's who I've always grown to be. It's not a demonstration, because we need someone in that building doing this out loud every single day so that you and your children can see what it looks like when a person refuses to check any part of themselves at the door. Guess what? You're going to get to watch me live just like you are now. That's why I'm going to let you watch every day, all of it. Truth, justice, and the American way. And I actually mean it. Come and find me. So, here's what I want you to do. Okay? Grab a piece of paper. Could be scratch paper. Just one, make sure it has one blank side. And fold it like this. Okay? Then, fold it like this. Then open it back up. So you've basically got 4 sections. And write emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical on it. Then I want you to think about you. And if you want to, this will tuck into your shirt or your pocket or your purse or whatever, right? And as you go through your day, start writing some stuff down about who you are emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And give yourself a score about if 10 is you being totally you all the time, or 1 is you're hiding in a closet, where are you? And then I want you to think about what it is that stops you. A lot of time there's these social rules that we grew up with, right? And if you want to dance down the hallway of a mall, which I have done, because I'm listening to one of my favorite tunes, I'm going to do it. And everybody smiles, but nobody says, lock that crazy bastard up. And if I want to hold those people to task in DC, I'm going to do it. And it'll be entertaining. And you can watch it. But for right now, just do this little teeny chore right here. Take a piece of paper, fold it in half, then fold it in half again. Fold it out and go with emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, and make some notes about you, because what you're going to discover is you're going to be as fantastic as I know you are. Because here's the other thing. And I know this is going to sound crazy and stupid, but so be it. It's me, right? Is anything real anymore? I mean, really, come on. Is anything real? Not as a philosophy question you answer in college and forget. I mean right now, today, in the world we're actually living in. Because I've been watching, and I'm starting to think we don't belong to a sensible world anymore. We trust indicators now instead of things. We accept representations instead of reality. We somehow quietly agreed, without anyone asking us, to treat the symbol as the substance. And I want to walk you through exactly what happened using my week. I know an engineer, a brilliant woman, relevant to the work that I'm doing, and I found her on LinkedIn. Her profile says active today and active 3 days ago. I know for a fact that she hasn't touched that platform for 6 frickin' months. So what am I looking at? LinkedIn generated her presence algorithmically because the platform is full of ghosts that doesn't sell ads. So if people aren't going there, then it's hard to charge high ad prices. So they do a blow-up doll, like one of those fan things at the car lot, to act like she's there. So LinkedIn generated her presence algorithmically because the platform doesn't need ghosts. You're not connecting with somebody, you're connecting with a notification nobody saw. But here's the deeper problem. We don't agree to this. Nobody asked. One day the terms changed and the integrator became the person, and we just keep scrolling. Okay. Anybody get product delivered? Uh-huh. So you ordered a printer. The tracking says delivered. There's a photo, proof of delivery, official timestamp, case closed. The photo shows my package sitting on a surface that is 400 feet away from my door. Below the mailboxes. 400 feet. Now, by their own logic, their evidentiary standard, I have a photo proving they left it somewhere. That isn't my house. They have no photo proving I received it. They have no evidence that supports my claim that I never got it. You think they'll honor that? Of course not, because the system only runs the logic in one direction. Their indicator counts, yours doesn't. That's not contract. That's a decree, and you have signed it by not reading something you were never actually shown. Okay, I got the printer. That's how come I know, right? But they left it 400 feet from my house. Oh, by the way, they won't come and get it 400 feet from my house. Okay, I got to take it to some postal station that gives me a stamp that says that I sent it. They won't take my word for it, even if I leave it under my post box.